Well, thanks so much for the OPI team joining on today to give a quick kind of update and overview of what's happening in the world of literacy in Montana and OPI. So just a quick introduction for everyone that's on here. My name is Katie Bloodgood. I'm the legislative liaison over here at OPI. I'm going to kick it over to the rest of our team, but we have Christy Mock-Stutz, our Assistant Chief Program Officer, Marie Judish, Teaching and Learning Senior Manager, Rachel Gott, our Instructional Coordinator, and of course, Julie Mergel, our Chief Program Officer. So I will kick it over to Christy to give us a brief overview.
Great, thanks, Katie. Good afternoon, everyone. Just wanted to give a quick update on where we are with the early literacy intervention programs here at the OPI. As you remember from the 2023 House Bill 352, early literacy interventions, there were three types: a Jumpstart summer school program, a classroom-based program, and a home-based program. This summer, during the Jumpstart program, we had over 500 students who participated in about 12 districts. So those districts get a quarter A and B for each student who participated in their district for running that program this summer. And then our classroom-based, right now we have about 118 classrooms in 87 districts running a classroom-based early literacy intervention program. And then our home-based program, we have about 1,400 licenses obligated out for districts. We have a few remaining licenses that are able to be obligated, and districts have been reaching out to our early literacy specialists in order to get those last licenses obligated. We will be receiving quarterly reports on that usage from Waterford, the vendor who runs this program, and families also get reports from Waterford on their students' usage. Our early learning specialists here at the OPI have been hosting a professional learning series online a couple of times a month for the past few months, and it has been very well attended with over 100 teachers registered for this important early literacy learning series. So that's been an exciting offering that our early literacy specialists have provided for teachers in these early literacy intervention classrooms. And with that, I will turn it over to Marie Judish, who can give a brief overview of the content standards revisions.
Hi, my name is Marie Judish, and I'm the Senior Manager of Teaching and Learning. We are in the middle of content standards revisions for the English Language Arts and Literacy Standards. We've started this process last, I want to say January, beginning to look at research and review the current standards. We brought our task force into play starting in April and worked with them for many months, reviewing the standards and really creating a robust set of standards that cleaned everything up for our educators, with their reconciliation of those standards cleaned up in October, and we will move into negotiated rulemaking here with our orientation in a couple weeks, and then official rulemaking on the ground in Helena in January. The current state of the revisions is really looking at restructuring to get to those grade level standards like every other area of ARM. So right now they're in a different structure and trying to clean that up for consistency for our educators. Looking at establishing new literacy practices similar to the mathematical practices you'll see in that set of content standards. A lot of condensing and bringing clarity to standards for ease for our educators as well as our families to understand those standards. Emphasizing early literacy within those, ensuring that we are on the correct trajectory for creating proficient readers, and then also an authentic integration of Indian education for all. Once rulemaking commences, we'll work on the economic impact statement to present to you in the near future. So thank you for that, and I will kick off to Rachel Gott, our Literacy Grant Director.
Good afternoon. My name is Rachel Gott, and I manage the literacy grant projects for OPI. Currently, we are just closing out the 2019 cohort of funding. That funding expires the end of December, so we are just finishing with our schools, closing out that funding, and then the new funding for the new cohort began in October. Right now, we are working on determining eligible districts for that funding and putting together the subgrant application for those districts, and that will open in January for districts to apply for the grant. This round of grant is really focusing on developing local literacy leaders within school districts. So we are going to be developing a literacy leadership network to provide a lot of support and professional development to the leaders within schools, and as well as connecting schools with mentoring programs for their teachers as they need that. We will be helping to provide some communities of practice for teachers as well, to provide additional support on some of the students not making the types of progress that we hope. And OPI will also be working with our districts to update the Montana Literacy Plan through this grant. This is 5 years of funding, and like I said, it began in October and it expires September 30th of 2029.
Well, awesome. Thank you everyone for this quick little update and overview of all the great work that you are doing and all the great work that's happening in Montana with literacy. So if there's any more parting remarks other than that, we'll keep it short. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of us that are on this video today. And thanks so much.